Hey, hello, and welcome back. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity, and this is another episode of the Getting to Clarity show. And this is the place where busy professionals come to get the tips, tools, and techniques that they need to move to the next level in their leadership and their life. And today we're talking about limiting beliefs, something that can definitely get in the way of us getting to that next level in our leadership life, our career, our business, whatever the case may be. So today I want to talk with you a little bit about what limiting beliefs are, how they harm us, because they do harm us, they hold us back, and what it is that we can do about them, because this was a very big issue for me earlier on in my life. And so limiting beliefs, one of the reasons why it's so important to be aware of your limiting beliefs is because they dramatically influence how you think. They influence what you believe about yourself, what you believe about your potential, what you believe about your ability to achieve that potential. So it's dangerous because it all happens in the background and we're not even aware of it. They are unconscious barriers that hold us back. They keep us playing small. They can even get us to the point where we're stuck. And that's part of the danger, is that they limit us. And that's why they are limiting beliefs. And, the thing is that we put energy into them, and essentially, because they're running in the background, they're a belief, we're putting fuel into them, and we're saying to our mind, this is what we want to find, and we're not even aware that we're doing it. And that's why it is such a problem. Belief is powerful. Belief, what they say, belief can move mountains, and it certainly can do that for you, but it can work in the other direction as well. So think about the placebo effect that we've heard stories and seen articles written on about when somebody believes that they're getting the medicine that can cure them, that the body kicks in and cures itself, even without the medicine. And that is the power of belief, and also the danger of these limiting beliefs. And that's why it's so important. So I've got a little brief here I want to run by with you today, just to make sure that I give you all of the facts. So a limiting belief is defined as a state of mind or belief about yourself that restricts you in some way. And these beliefs are often false accusations you make about yourself that can cause a number of negative results. So essentially, here's what it comes down to. They are the lies you tell yourself. And the thing is that if you allow these lies to continue, then they define you, and you deserve so much more than that. So today we're going to share some tips on how you can handle these limiting beliefs. So the reason that this is such an important topic for me is because back in my corporate career, I had a lot of limiting beliefs about myself. I was the woman behind the man. I was good at it, but I thought that was my only potential, that somehow I couldn't rise to another level, that it wasn't for me. And what I discovered when I went to my very first NLP training is that I had a boatload of limiting beliefs about myself that were defining me, that were keeping me small, that were keeping me behind the scenes, that were limiting my potential, limiting my capacity as a human being and in my life. And when I discovered that that's what they were, and that I could do something about it, everything changed. And it started the journey of me studying and apprenticing the power of the mind for years, still studying, writing and researching about it, because it is just that powerful. So when it comes to limiting beliefs and what it is that you can do about them, so how do you change limiting beliefs? How do you release limiting beliefs? And that's what I believe that it happens. You don't power through them, you release them. So something has to shift, that you let go of them. And the first thing to keep in mind when releasing negative beliefs or limiting beliefs is that this is an unconscious process. These are things that you need to bring into the light. And so how do you do that? How do you become aware of them? Because all learning, behavior, and change happens in the unconscious. So we need to bring this into the conscious. We need to bring this into the light. So what I would have you do is pay attention to your language. And what that means, it's external language that you speak, but it's also internal language that you think. And so limiting beliefs will show up when you hear language like, I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not talented enough. I know that a couple of weeks ago, I was facilitating a leadership training, and one of the gals who was in the room, she says, I don't know why I'm here. She goes, I look at all of these people in the room and I just don't know if I'm of, the same caliber. And I said, listen, if you're here for a reason. You enrolled into this program, you were accepted, your organization believes in you, and you're meant to be in this room. So have that belief that you are in this room for a reason and that you can contribute. So there might have been a little bit of a limiting belief, or maybe a lot there. Also, paying attention to, I don't have the skills. I don't have enough experience. I don't have what it takes. I can't. So I can't put myself out there. I could never do something like that. That's not for me. When you hear this sort of language, that is probably an indicator that there is a limiting belief swirling around in there somewhere. And as I say, my grandson is so just enamored with diggers. And what I say to my clients is when you hear language like that, dig there, because there's something underneath there that is holding you back. There's a story, there's a lie that you're telling yourself. And so, limiting beliefs are like layers of an onion. When you start paying attention, they will start coming up more and more frequently, and you have an opportunity to release them and then take yourself to that next level. So how do you release them? At a very high level, my strategy is this. It's 3 parts: catch it, challenge it, change it. So catch it. When you catch yourself saying that language, thinking those thoughts, that's a win, because you've brought it from the unconscious into the conscious, and then you can actually do something about it. Challenge it. A limiting belief is a lie. So challenge the lie. Is it factual? Is it in fact true? Because sometimes we accept it without even challenging it. So is it a fact? Could you do it if you wanted to? Is this something that if you were able to work with someone, if you were able to learn a new skill, that you could in fact accomplish whatever it is that you're holding yourself back from? So you really want to dig into the truth of this. Is it factually true? And then finally, change it. What is the belief that you would like to have instead? So, working to think in another direction. Instead of the limiting belief is where you don't want to be. Where do you want to be instead? Change it. What would you change that belief to that would allow you to feel better and show up in a better way? So at a high level, that's what you can do. Now, one of the things that I do for myself, and I do this just about daily, this is something that I use with my clients, is a higher self release, which is an experiential meditation that I have created that connects you with your higher self, whatever it is that you believe in that's larger than you, bigger than you. It could be God, it could be the universe, the collective, the oneness, whatever is divine or source for you. And you've heard the phrase, give it over to God, right? So this is essentially the same thing. It's a process that allows you to just light up the limiting beliefs that are located in your body, because we tell limiting beliefs where to reside. They're located in our body somewhere, and we can release them. And so I've created a meditation that I use with my clients, and I would love for you to have that. And all you have to do is experience it. You just have to listen and allow yourself to go through the process. It's really very, very easy. So you can go to clarityrelease.com, www.clarityrelease.com. And there is a playlist there of negative emotion releases as well as limiting belief release meditation. And I would love to give that to you. So I hope this information is helpful. If this is something that you have an opportunity for growth by releasing some of these negative beliefs that you have about yourself. I hope you'll go get the playlist and send me a message. Let me know how it goes. Okay, so stay in touch. Until the next time, here is wishing you all the clarity that you deserve, and bye-bye for now.